I decided to walk down to the lake today. Again, I walked down here yesterday, and today I'm getting a little bit of an earlier start. I've already had my breakfast and this morning I had coffee, which is unusual. Usually these days I have tea, but I wanted to go to the coffee shop. I had stuff at home for breakfast. I have plenty of tea, but I don't know. I really wanted to go to this coffee shop that's not too, it's like a nice walk from my place, and the cool thing about it is it's not downtown. And I love to go downtown, but it's kind of nice when you can just walk along quiet residential streets. And then, after 10 minutes or whatever, 15 minutes, you're at this like really nice coffee shop that has really good coffee and tea and food, and a lot of students there. It's chill. They play good music. I heard the Kansas song Dust in the Wind, and now those lyrics are in my head. They're bleak lyrics, but they're very good lyrics, and the song is really beautiful. The harmonies and the melody and everything, I just love it. So that was nice. That was nice and chill. And wow, oh my goodness, do you see this lake? Holy moly. And the sky and these clouds. Do you see these railroad tracks? People are coming, intruders. So we're just gonna keep walking. Looks like girls in swimsuits. There's a boathouse down here. I'm gonna attempt to just keep filming and keep walking and not get too distracted, even though there's a gaggle of girls behind me. One time when I was walking in Philadelphia in the Rittenhouse neighborhood, I was walking alone. It was during the day. It was a weekend afternoon, much like this one. And I saw two young women walking together. And they were across the street from me, but they were coming in my direction, so I watched them for a minute. And I swear they were both talking without any pause at the same time. They were just literally talking to each other, over each other, without either of them pausing. It was just wild. And they seemed to be really vibing. So it's a communication method that seemed to work for them, but I thought it was funny. And anyhow, we're going to come down here to the railroad tracks, and we're going to put our phone away right now because we want to. Actually, this whole walk is so great. Why didn't we film the whole thing for you guys, for anybody who happens to stumble across this? Sorry if the lighting is not good, or my handling of the phone is not good, or anything like that. I'm still kind of learning how to do this. The crazy thing is, I've had cell phones of various kinds since I was in my 20s, which was some time ago now. And when I was living in Seattle with my friend Luke, back in the day, back in the 90s, if you've ever seen that Portlandia sketch about what life in Portland, Oregon was like in the 1990s, it was literally exactly like that. I did used to go to the record store to sell my CDs for cash. I did not donate plasma for cash. I had friends who did that, or acquaintances, I guess you could say. Anyhow, let's not chatter about that anymore. Let's enjoy this amazing. I'm going to show you. So these are the railroad tracks. These railroad tracks do get a lot of use. They are not abandoned railroad tracks by any means. It is a freight railroad. It's not Amtrak or anything like that. It's not passenger trains, but they are real trains, and the trains do whistle, and I can hear the train whistles frequently from my apartment in the distance. And I was just talking to my friends about this, how we love the sound of a train whistle, and not everyone does, which is interesting. I'm wondering, I see a bird up here. I'm wondering what it is. It could be a catbird, or it could be, it flew up kind of high, and now it's kind of flying away. Sorry, I get very distracted by birds. My sister, oh my gosh, do you see this deer? This white-tailed deer, oh my goodness, I love them so much. I hope I got that. Oh, there's another one. Oh my god, it's a fawn, I love them so much. So, those are the first deer I've seen since I've moved here in town here. So I'm just so thrilled. My landlord and friend who lives downstairs from me has said he's heard deer in the woods behind our house and seen them, in fact, but I have not yet. I'm not anywhere near my house at the moment, but just to see a mama deer and her little fawn, oh my goodness. So anyhow, I don't know. This is the thing, you guys. I don't know what I'm doing, but it doesn't matter, because amazing things are going to happen regardless of whether I know what I'm doing. In fact, the less I know what I'm doing, so there's this wonderful book called Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. And that book begins with the statement, something like, in the beginning, in the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the experts, there are few. And that's the thing about beginner's mind, this Zen concept of beginner's mind. It was very distressing to me, I must say, for many months, this feeling of not knowing what I'm doing, this feeling of beginner's mind, this feeling of letting go of everything I've ever learned, basically, in this lifetime. It was distressing at times. I must say, it was unknown territory, and that can be very scary. And I was also very isolated throughout this time, partly. I mean, yeah, it was hard for me to reach out to people, although, you know, at some point you do what you have to do, and the universe provides. So my point is, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just not gonna sweat it anymore. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bug, it's a feature. So I'm gonna keep walking along these railroad tracks here. Can you hear the water? It's not as windy today as it was yesterday. It's actually beautiful out. It was beautiful out yesterday too, but man. Finger Lakes region of upstate New York is outdoing itself today. I've already seen so much wildlife and so many birds. And I mean, this isn't an urban area, you guys. This is how it's done. This is how to do it. You don't have to pave paradise and put up a parking lot. That's not the only option, America. You know, well, even in very built up areas, you know, very urban areas, there's going to be so much nature peeping through. You just have to look for it. And, but my preference is to be in a very wonderful, quiet place like this. I'm just going to stand here and listen to the water for a minute. You can listen too if you like. This isn't live, so I'm not sure when I'll upload it to YouTube, but it's nice to be recording. It's nice to be making a video. I've been trying to create more content since I'm about to embark on a fairly major road trip next month, and then another major road trip, an even more major road trip in November, early November. And we also have some overseas trips in the works. We have someone we want to visit in Liverpool, England. And I think that's going to happen next year sometime, but I don't know yet when. And then I also, I just saw, I've already forgotten the name of the YouTube channel, but I just watched an, oh, what was that? Sorry, it's another bird. I just really want to see like a Carolina wren. I just bought an art print of a Carolina wren, and I hung it in my new library. I think I talked about that on a mini live stream, how I moved some books into this home office. I just hate the words home office. I don't even want to ever, I mean, I have a lot of good memories of working in offices, don't get me wrong, but I also have a lot of really stressful, kind of even emotionally traumatic memories of working in offices. And it's just, I don't want one in my house, you know? I just don't want an office in my house, even though I have my own business and work at home and work remotely. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. Oh, sorry about this. Covering up the, this is why we need a second to regroup. Anyhow, libraries, on the other hand, I have like almost universally awesome memories of, including every public library I've ever been to, and every book-lined room I've ever been to, every used bookstore I've ever been to, a bookstore. I just love books, and I completely got rid of all my books at one point a couple of years ago. I literally only had like a handful of them left. It was like the collected poems of Walt Whitman, the collected poems of Emily Dickinson, and like 10 other books. And I guess I just needed to start over. And so I did. And now I'm living in a place again where there's books everywhere. I'm surrounded by books. There's a bookstore, a great little independent bookstore a few blocks from me, and even the library branch, which is even closer, it's right around the corner from me, they have a used bookstore that's part of the library, so that's another source of books. And yeah, I'm not reading a lot at the moment, but just because the weather has been so perfect and I've been feeling like I have energy again. So it'll be really nice. Really nice this winter to have a lot of reading time. I did start rereading Tolkien again. I started with The Hobbit and I read The Fellowship of the Ring after that, which is my favorite. And I just started the Two Towers, so that's always nice. And then I was just thinking the other day, I really wanted to reread Jane Austen again. I was thinking about Desert Island books, and I was thinking that I once had a Modern Library edition of the 6 complete Jane Austen novels. She wrote 6 complete novels in her lifetime, and I decided that would be a good Desert Island book, the complete novels of Jane Austen. I would just never get tired of reading it, I don't think, rereading all 6 of those novels. But anyhow, I think I'm going to stop here. I think this is a good video and or good length or whatever. I just want to show how cool this branch, this tree branch is. Kind of growing along the surface of the water here. It's kind of cool. I don't want to explore any more of this though. I think I want to keep walking and head down to the maybe to the ice cream stand. Not sure yet. I'm winging it. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Talk to you later.